And then we have Michael McGloughlin.
I was with a group of my friends a few months ago, and we were talking about our own personal demons, and we decided to together write about our own demons and what kind of demons we have obstructing us. So I borrowed a bell from one of the people, and I walked in circles with this bell, ringing it, and then sat down and wrote this, which is called incantation. Has anybody got a bell here that I can borrow? Alright. Incantation. Yes, they need to be summoned. The demons, with great ceremony, bells and loud voice. They need to be expelled and exorcised as well. One is black, made of iron, with one great tooth, whose skin exudes acid. Another who looks just like myself and walks among people when I am unaware he's around, doing things I never would. He is disguised as myself, walking among those I know, who does outlandishly embarrassing things. The iron one wears only a tunic, bright red, that covers only torso, leaving him otherwise exposed. Brandishing a scepter, his long fangs reach into my chest and are able to steer my tongue, eyes, hands from there. They are summoned now, with bells and loud voice, and must be exorcised. One has great wings, inhibiting sky only, flies behind the podium, brandishing a gavel, and has continual billowing flames as breath. He wears robes emblazoned with a great letter in the center. He is followed by two servants, one carrying heaps of offerings never accepted, the other a protective sword and pike. I have donned heavy armor and carried shields I have built, strong fortresses, learned to fight to no avail. The demon who sweats acid embraces me, whose excretions seep through armor like cloth and dissolve my flesh. They must be summoned with great ceremony and exorcised as well. Like the ones living, I have bound with strong ropes and chains and buried in the yard. One was made of locust, having great thorns that extended from his skin. I have wrestled him and bound, my scars prove it. Another is a woman whose flesh is made only of thin mist, and though ungraspable due to absence of substance, is buried there as well. I will go in the middle of the night, dig holes in the yard, and call them up with loud voice and great ceremony of ringing bells. I will throw offerings of ashes. The neighbors watch, wondering. I scream with great ceremony. They must be summoned, also exorcised. Yet at times I least expect and less control, they suddenly appear in a flourish. Among a group of friends, spontaneously all appear. The demon of only plaza, void of form, lies at my feet. They follow me into a room of family reunion. And as I try to be polite or enjoy the day, at the beach perhaps, or an intimate moment, one or all are there, crying into my ear, putting acid into the thorn wounds in my back. With no great ceremony, no ringing bells or loud voice, they still appear, and no deal of the same exercises a single one. Abandoning ceremony, they must face reason. I talk with them, explain how it is best to leave, plead, even tell them how I feel, or reason backed by the authority of several editions of Encyclopedia Britannica, presented according to Robert's Rules of Order. But they gnash teeth at me, refuse to speak my language, and curse me in languages I don't understand. The very earth rejects them and spews them back at me. When people look at me and watch me, they mock me with prostrations of phony devotion. With no great ceremony of loud voice and ringing bells they appear, and no amount of the same can exorcise a single one.
That was Michael McGloughlin.